Hey everyone, Sheree here. Today I'm working on a birthday themed traveller's notebook spread using these awesome new stamps from Kerri Bradford Studio. So these ones are called Block of Time and Printer's Block Numbers. So to start off, I'm actually going to get my stamping done. So I've used a Versamark ink pad and some Ranger Princess Gold embossing powder on this one. And I've got the month and the day there stamped. Just getting rid of the excess embossing powder so that I don't spread it across my desk. And now I can go ahead and use my heat tool to heat that one up and turn it to a lovely shiny gold. And this is definitely one of my favorite embossing powders to use. It always looks fantastic. Alright, so that's almost done. You can see it changing there. I'll give you a closer look at that. Nice and shiny. Alright, so now I'm going to change up my stamps and I'm going to do the number 17 in those larger block numbers there. So I've got the 1 and the 7. I'm going to use my Versamark ink pad again and stamp it onto that cardstock. So the cardstock I'm using is actually just a plain non-textured cardstock. I prefer to use that for embossing with. So I did have a little bit of embossing powder that was just hanging off the edge there. So I'm just using my nail to neaten that up before I go ahead and heat it. And again, I'm putting away that excess embossing powder. Alright, so I can grab my heat tool now and heat these numbers up as well. So you will see these start to change. There they go. Okay, so they look great. I'll give you a closer look. Lovely and shiny. And now I can go ahead and use my scissors to cut these ones out so that I can go ahead and put the rest of this spread together. So the papers I'm using for this spread today are by Kaiser Craft. It's one of the newer party themed collections of theirs. So I've used that navy blue paper for one of the pages and just some plain white cardstock for the other. And I've matted the photo with the reverse of that blue paper. So I like that that's just adding a little bit of colour peeking out from behind the photo there. So that's going onto that white background. And then I can go ahead and stick down those stamped embossed pieces and my journaling, which I've printed out using my computer. The font I've used there is called Typo. It's one of my favourite fonts that I use. You may have seen it on my other projects. Alright, so sticking those ones down, and then I'm going to grab my sewing machine and I'm going to add stitching to each of the stamped pieces. I'll stitch a border around the journaling, around the outside of each page, and I'll also go across the top and bottom of the photo as well. I just love the texture that always adds to a page. So you can see there, that's now done. So now I can go ahead and add some little die cuts and other things to finish this one off. So on that page I've just added the little party hat to the top of the number there. This little flag I've cut out from one of the other pattern papers from the collection, and this little ticket at the bottom there I've also cut from one of the papers. So I've got a balloon die cut which I've got some foam dots behind, that's going on the side of the photo. And I've got a foam dot just up one end of this flag, just so that that right hand side is raised up a little bit. And to finish off, I've got this pretty gold star which I'm going to layer over the top of that flag. So this spread is now complete and I can go ahead and add it to my traveller's notebook. If you've got any questions about this one, let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll leave a link to Kerri Bradford Studio down below as well if you'd like to check out these new stamps for yourself. So it's been lovely to have you here today. I'll be back again really soon to share another project with you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.